Hey everyone, it's Carl again. We're looking today at Slapped Ham, the creepiest paranormal sightings ever caught on camera. So Slapped Ham is like Nuke's top five. He finds kind of clips from around the internet, kind of shows them off, and let's take a look at them. I think there's going to be some good ones here. So let's see what we can see and see if there might be a more rational explanation around these ghosts. Ooh. All right, so I want to show you this real quick.
What are you going to show me?
So this is footage of a ghost.
Oh,
Yeah. So
my favorite.
yeah, I'll give you a little. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to show this to you without any knowledge or
I
information.
literally just walked in the door. You were standing in the garage,
Slightly
waiting for
naked,
me,
yes.
waiting for me to come in. All right.
All right. So watch this. You tell me what this is.
Build a chilling sight.
It looks like a blow-up doll to me. Hey.
No. She moves. She moves. Look,
she
she's moving. Look.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
One of those animatronic, like,
Autoerotic.
okay, clearly sexual. Yeah. Okay, that's a bus driver.
Well, he's a truck
There's a
driver.
mysterious
Okay.
woman sitting in the cabin.
A mysterious
Driver.
woman sitting in the cabinet.
Senora Mortita.
The footage, recorded around 3 a.m., shows a woman with a pale, gaunt complexion and dressed in
Pale,
older-style clothing.
Gaunt
appearing next to the
collection.
Oh my God, look at her.
She is not gaunt at all. This is a night vision camera.
Uh-huh.
She has lipstick on and eyeliner.
Wow.
She has a fancy dress on.
Wow.
So what do you think? Ghost? Or did he pick up a sex worker?
I think he picked up a sex worker and said, "It's a ghost."
I don't know how she got there.
It's a
This is a
mystery.
surprise to me.
What? Does this ghost perform services? Like, how would you get ghostly services?
Actually, he could just be downtown Atlanta and just wants to get to the HOV. Sorry, HOA is someone different. He's just trying to get through the HOV lane, the high occupancy lane. So he's got a ghost.
A ghost.
Picked up a ghost so that he could.
I just imagine a ghost blowjob wouldn't feel very good.
You probably wouldn't feel anything.
Maybe just like a. Did you feel that rush air?
I felt a cold section in my lap.
Oh, isn't that what happened in Ghostbusters too?
Yes.
Like, oh
Yes.
wow.
Yeah.
So-
Because a lot of people forget that
Yeah.
he was getting a beach from a ghost.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah. So it obviously it feels very good.
apparently.
So, but so he picked up some strung out woman,
Mm-hmm.
and what's the story?
So security sees this, brings him in, and says, "Hey, who is this?" And he was like, "A ghost." And what I also love too is that the people in their security investigation.
they were like, yeah.
No, they couldn't find a reason to explain this.
Oh, this is hysterical. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she's really weird looking though. She's like, he picked up a really unusual. She must have been completely strung out.
I possibly, or that they were doing some illicit drug in the cab as well.
Yeah.
So it was a ghost needle, and and ghost fentanyl, and
You're gonna get demonetized for your.
you gotta get monetized first.
Right.
So, anyways, that's the big evidence. I wanted
Oh my
to
God.
Show you.
That is hysterical. I thought she was a doll. Actually, I really did. Is
Yeah.
that the end of it?
That's
there
it.
more?
That's it. There's no more evidence on that. That's literally the whole. Yeah. So she's wearing eyeliner. She's wearing makeup. She does not have a gaunt face. She looks very healthy. She looks very alive. This she's just sitting in the seat. She is a passenger. Okay. All right, we'll move on. What's this called? Black boots.
On July 6th, 2014, Martin Springall captured a chilling moment while photographing his 4-year-old daughter on a beach in Zushi, Japan. At the time, Springall was living in Tokyo and claims there was no one else around when he took the
Pixelated face makes it look
photos.
creepier. I think he did that on
However,
purpose. But,
upon reviewing the images later that night, he noticed something strange that he hadn't seen before.
You're talking about the guy over here?
A pair of black boots standing directly behind his daughter. Springall recalled the unsettling discovery, noting his daughter is particularly shy and would never...
Okay, let's take a look at that. Okay, so it's she's standing in front of a rock. It's a rock that she's standing in front of. Look right there. Wherever the boot goes, the boot kind of melds up into the ground. You can actually see where it's a continuous thing here. I need to get I need to get like something I can zoom in on these videos and photos, because those aren't boots. That's a rock. Your kid was in front of a rock and you just didn't notice because nobody would look at that and go, oh, you're obviously sitting in front of a pair of boots.
have stood still for a photo if someone had been just behind her.
Or wasn't he? Yeah, there was. There was somebody behind you.
I took a few pictures, and when I was looking through them at night, I noticed what appeared to be
Different
a
angle.
pair of boots behind her in one
That
of the
angle, there's
photos. I took several
boots.
of her in the same spot, but only one had the boots, he explained.
They're from a different angle.
Intrigued and spooked, a friend of Springall's uploaded the eerie images to Reddit, sparking a wave of theories and speculations from viewers.
Like their boots.
Among the most unsettling theories is the idea that the black boots could belong to the ghost of a long-deceased samurai.
All right, let God forbid. The internet always comes with the best answers, right? So, okay. All right. Let's say they were boots. Let's just say they were boots. And that there was something behind her that was wearing boots. Your first reaction is ghost samurai. That's your first reaction is ghost samurai. Okay. All right. That's a good one. Have we ever had ghost samurais before? I mean, like, not saying us, but like, I don't remember seeing a video of a ghost samurai before. Someone in a full samurai outfit. And like Japan, you would expect that, but usually get the people that tragically drowned in like a tsunami or like that's a big one, especially after tsunamis, because it's so devastating. I get that one. Or faces. They love faces popping up, but never like I want to see a samurai ghost, like a real ghost of like samurai holding the sword and the whole outfit and everything. Why don't we get those? If there's out there, I need to know. Show me. Hey, if you find one, let me know. I want to see it.
Right. This theory is bolstered by the fact that the beach where the photo was taken is near a well-known samurai graveyard, adding a historical layer to this mystery. Others speculated that the boots might belong to a World War II sailor, considering Japan's extensive maritime history and the possibility of spirit.
That one does make a little more sense. Like that one I can actually understand, but not black boots of a samurai. I always thought they wore leg wrappings. So they would have, they had specialized shoes, not boots. Again, it was just a rock anyways.
It's lingering from that era. The beach, steeped in history, could very well be a place where restless spirits roam. Regardless of the origin, the images left many viewers uneasy, pondering the possibilities of what Martin Springall's camera might have captured.
Rocks.
Is it a glimpse into the past, a residual haunting, or merely a trick of the light? Let me know where you land on this strange photo in the comments.
It's a trick of the light. It's a rock. But look, you're not even like there was a guy right here too. So there were people there at the beach. You're not even, you know, so let's say that it was just someone wearing boots that walked by and you forgot they were there. You know, that would never happen. Moving on, which is this one.
A spine-chilling video has surfaced online, purportedly capturing the ghost of a woman on the
see.
Saltillo Torreon Highway in
headless
Mexico.
woman.
This unsettling footage was shared on Facebook by a user named Ida Olivas, who recounted his eerie experience while
About
driving
3 years
along the
ago?
notorious
So July
Stretchy
18th?
Road.
Actually, it's like last month. Yeah, seen this one before. So it's one of two things. It's either a sign that isn't really showing it, but I think it is actually just a woman running down the highway. I think that's what this is. And I will always say in any video that I ever do that the truth is always much more scarier than ghosts. Like if I go to a building and there's noises, I'm not worried, oh my God, a ghost. I'm worried that there's someone there that's going to do me harm. A person. I'm always more scared that it's a person than a ghost. This looks like it is a person. The reason you don't see her head is because the lights are shining on her on the brightest object. Like if you notice too, she does have a head. I mean, you can see the grayness of it. And you can also see right here over to the left, you can see her arm is also the same color gray. That's what happens at night. Her dress is more reflective. She is obviously having a major problem, maybe psychological. Maybe she's running away from something that's scaring her. Don't know. Like someone attacking her. Don't know. But it looks like just a person running down the road, which is frightening, not because it's a ghost. But that's my opinion. Yeah. It's just a woman running down the road.
Olivas explained in his post that during his drive, he noticed what appeared to be a woman running at an unusually high speed along the side of the
And you can actually see as he lightened it up, it kind of shifted back and forth. And that's the problem with these kind of dash cams, which this is what this is. It's a dash cam. That's the problem with these dash cams is that they're so pixelated that you can't read license plates with these damn things. You're just showing that, like, look, this wasn't my fault when I got into an accident. So this person has a head. He just didn't notice it until he drove by her super quick and was like, what the heck was that? Look at the footage. Ooh, she was headless.
road.
Yeah.
Initially, he dismissed it as an optical illusion, especially since everyone else in the car was asleep at the
She's
time.
running down the road.
However, upon reviewing the car's dash cam footage, he was stunned to see a spectral silhouette indeed pass by at a high speed.
It just pixelates in and out. So, like, if you look, and I think if you're going to look at video footage like this and you're going to look at it objectively, you have to look at what's taking the photograph or what's taking the video. So if you look, even look at the lights, they're all squared off. There's huge pixelation over in the darks. These things are tiny, like little CMOS cameras. They're just like tiny, tiny, tiny little things on a chip. They usually have the worst low light, nighttime kind of thing. Because what you're looking at is, again, don't use these for evidence of like people's faces. Like, I mean, look, the sign is blank right here. This little guy on the right here. Okay, good. You can see it. It's totally blank. So if that sign was important at all, or if this was a sign, I don't think it is because you can see her arms and her head's right there. But it's like everything is so pixelated. Like look at the markers right here on the side of the road. It's like you can even tell that. So it's worthless footage. More importantly, there's a woman running down the road.
According to Olivas, the sighting occurred during his return trip from Monterrey, Nuevo León. The recording has quickly gained traction, receiving over 1,000 reactions and numerous comments from other social media users.
But this was 3 years
One
ago.
particularly striking comment came from a young woman who claimed to have seen the same ghostly figure standing by some memorial crosses along the same highway. Olivas's experience adds to the growing number of eerie accounts associated with the Saltillo-Torreon Highway. Stories of supernatural encounters on this road have circulated for years, with many attributing these sightings to restless spirits tied to past tragedies. While some remain
Hell, it could just be a
skeptical,
sign.
dismissing the footage as a trick of the light or an overactive imagination,
Yes,
others are convinced that Olivas has indeed captured evidence of a ghostly presence.
A ghost. Okay, we'll move on past that.
Cuz Latif, a well-known influencer from Indonesia, typically entertains his audience with vibrant videos showing local life and quirky dance routines.
He dances like me.
However, a video posted by Latif in
Wait till you see
December
it.
of
Wait till you see
2020
it.
took an unexpected and eerie turn, leaving viewers spooked and speculating about the supernatural. Take a look.
There it is. They'll show it a few times.
In the video, Latif is seen dancing energetically while carrying a large speaker. Everything seemed perfectly normal. It was until a few eagle-eyed viewers noticed something peculiar. At the very beginning of the clip, a disembodied hand appears to reach up and grab Latif by the shoulder.
Yep. Okay. So it'd be one thing if he was totally alone and the hand just appeared. We've seen weird stuff like that too, like other hands in videos. And most of the time they just look like someone put, not CGI, but like superimposed a video of a hand, over top of things. That's not what this looks like. So my assumption is he wasn't alone. Someone touched him. They were filming for a few days. This was probably like a week or so later, or even that night. And he forgot that someone touched him on the back because it didn't matter. Like it wasn't important. So maybe if we hit play, we'll learn that he wasn't alone. Dun-dun-dun. Yep. Looks like someone, because he's going up a hill, like someone's on, like pushing his back, just give him that little bit of push. But we never see behind him again, so.
The unexpected presence of the hand led to widespread speculation and debate among his viewers. Many were convinced that Latif had inadvertently captured a ghost on camera.
And if I was him, I would say,
to find a more
no, they never touched me.
Explanation.
Yeah. You want more views, right?
Responding to the viral sensation, Latif addressed his followers, stating that while he was accompanied by a few friends during...
So he was accompanied by a few friends. There it is. So, when you think about it, like, think about all the times that you've been out, with friends or family, or you have, like, kids or something like that, and how many times that they might have grabbed your arm or grabbed your back. You don't remember it all. So this is simple one.
In the shoot, there was no one behind him at the time. He admits he has no explanation for the eerie hand.
Yeah, which is what I would say if I had a TikTok video where I
continues to entertain his followers with his usual content. The December 2020 video stands out as a chilling reminder.
Oh my God,
of the
this is from 4 years ago.
Leaving many to wonder about the true nature of the disembodied hand and the potential for supernatural phenomena.
Okay.
In 2015, Kevin Brown visited the Fort Worth Museum of Science and History in Texas with his niece and two nephews.
I love
While
museums.
snapping
I like
a series of photos on his iPad,
museum.
he didn't notice anything out of the ordinary.
So these are like at a lot of museums, like these little grocery kind of things. My kids always loved going to these things. They would always act like they're shopping and act like they're checking people out. It was such a good plaything.
At the time. However, upon reviewing the images later that day, Brown's niece
Look at that.
something deeply unsettling.
Okay, so right off the bat, that's spooky. That is actually really frightening, especially, around kids. So you get something that looks like that around kids. Here,
one of the
hopefully he'll
photos.
zoom it in. Let's see.
The image appears.
There we go. Okay. So zoomed in. So here, let's show a few things on this. One, it looks like a hooded creature with like face that's kind of like melted. And it's got these really spindly arms, right? And it looks super, super, super creepy. That is until you look a little closer. So the one thing that I did notice with Slapped Ham is that he uses like some sort of like AI upscaling so that if he can't see too well, he brains it and he adjusts it to make it more clear. I'm not saying he's faking anything. He might be. I don't know that one. This one, I think he wasn't trying to fake anything on this. But let's take a look at it. Okay, so one is that this super creepy character has a cart, and if you look closely here, it has a purse. So okay, so maybe it's a female ghoul that's doing ghost shopping. Ooh, right? Oh, it's also wearing blue jeans. Oh, okay. And you can't see it too well, and this is why I have a problem with using AI image upscaling. It's guessing. You can't pull more detail out of something that doesn't exist. So if this is a terrible looking video, it's not going to make it 4K. It's not going to make this clear. And if you saw how it was zoomed back, it's not going to look that great. It really isn't. So it's guessing. It's guessing. But if you look at it carefully, those are a pair of headphones. And this is all blonde hair over someone's face. And they are wearing what looks like a shawl, or it's like something that would drape over like a woman. So she has it around her. You can actually see the hair too. So there's the hair right there. She has hair. She has. It could be even like Brad or something. Not a Brad, but like something on her head, like a little hat. I don't know, but it looks like a pair of headphones. When you zoom in, that's a piece of plastic. You can see it really well. Okay, and her hands being this small is because she was moving them. You know that this camera doesn't take pictures well when people move because of the kid over here that's blurry. And when I zoomed it in, right here, it's so pixelated, it looks like a plastic skull sitting on there. So everything is kind of noisy and pixelated and everything else. This is a blonde woman with a shawl on, grabbing something quickly so her arms look weird. But you can actually see she's got fingers right there. She's holding one of the things from this basket right there. She's got blue jeans. You can actually see part of the shawl right in front, right there. You can see the purse with the strap right there. Yeah. It's just a crappy photo. Like if you were using a normal thing, you would lower your it's not aperture, it's the lens, how fast the shutter speed. Thank you, Carl, for putting that finally in your brain. The shutter speed's too slow. So you increase the shutter speed and the reason being is it's so dark, you need a slower shutter speed to allow more light in, and you allow more light in, and this kind of crap happens. If it was a low ISO camera, you could take where you don't have to ramp it up to see really well. Or if she took this in natural light, it would have been a darker shot, and you wouldn't have all of this grain and shit in this person's face. So, yep, it's literally a woman with long hair and a shawl on doing shopping. Probably with her kids. That's it.
Is to show a withered figure dressed in dirty rags floating above the floor with outstretched hands.
Nope.
This eerie discovery left both Brown and
see, here's the issue, is now he zooms in and he's using some AI tool on it to clean it up. So now it looks like it has a creepy face with these eyes and everything else. But you can see, what is this band there? Right? doesn't that look like something you'd put your hair on? Like all that's hair, right? I don't know what this is. Something just moving fast, right? But the hands are in front of this. But the blue jeans. This ghost is wearing blue jeans and has a purse. And could that be like a... No, it's not a dog. There's no way that's a dog. But she's holding something in her hands. But see, you can see one arm there. One arm's coming up from there. And there's something on it. That's why it looks so thin. Is because there's something on her arm. So she's holding like a bag or something there. See it? Yeah. Yeah. I just think she has hair in her face. Yeah. It's just a woman.
Profoundly disturbed.
Because look. Oh, here it is. Look. Doesn't it look like a skull? You see the two eyes, the nose, and the teeth down there? I was like looking around to see if there was any other artifacting in this. Because there is. You can see like there's even a halo around this kid because of whatever tool he's using is trying to make up shit to make this cleaner. Because this is super brightened, so everything in the dark is like looks terrible. But you can see how dark it is. This is like pitch black underneath here. So it's just a dark room.
The Fort Worth Museum of Science and History has a history of strange occurrences, particularly during its hosting of a Titanic exhibition.
I'm sure.
Security guards have reported unusual shadows appearing on cameras and objects mysteriously moving by themselves.
I'd love to see that, actually.
These incidents have added to the museum's reputation as a site of unexplained phenomena. While the true nature of the apparition remains a mystery, the unsettling experience has certainly left a mark on Brown and his family and continues to be a topic of fascination for those interested in the unexplained.
Apparently, it wants the plastic cheese.
This next viral sensation has taken TikTok by storm this past week. Posted by user The Spooky Page, the clip shows a man engaged in a video call when something truly unsettling happens. Take a look.
Saya sedang sedih.
A door suddenly opens all by itself. While this moment alone is eerie enough.
All right. I'm calm. What the hell? Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, boy. Let's go over a lot of different things here. He is on a call. Okay. I've never, ever seen, and I work in the IT field. I have never seen an app that can not only by putting a square over the person's face know their gender, their age, and their expression. Never seen it. I know Connect can like tell if your eye is open and closed, but it can't tell if you're male or female. It can't tell your age. So this is all BS. Right? Here's the next thing. What is the camera connecting to see the 560 to 565-year-old angry woman that's there in the corner? I mean, cameras have a hard enough time even just detecting your face without telling your gender. And honestly, like, who are the super scientists that can actually tell gender by a way a face looks? I don't think I need to explain this anymore. It's BS. Someone opened the door, he put squares on it.
Things get even stranger.
And then shock.
The facial recognition software being used
He
during
looks
the
exactly
video
like the
call
face when he was
highlights the
angry or
presence
sad.
in the room. According to the app, it identifies a woman with an angry expression.
What app?
Estimating her age to be between 560 and 565 years old. The eerie event has sparked a flurry of reactions. While some viewers believe it's merely a glitch in the software, others are more intrigued by the initial cause of the door opening. This is
Because that would also be outside of what the app should be saying anyways. There's no reason for the app. Who would program into an app anything older than like 120 to be safe, 120 years old? So what you're saying is that the app developers have programmed the AI to identify someone that's from 121 to 565 years old. Based on what? Because there's nobody that's alive that long. There's nothing to train the AI off of. That's how AI works. You have to train it. This is BS. It's not even that scary.
led to speculation about the capabilities of facial recognition technology.
Yeah,
Some
okay.
wondering.
See, and then the thing they show, this is right? So they're showing what we do use facial recognition technology. And what they're looking for is key indicators that of your face. So it measures like the distance between your nose, your eye, your ears, and everything else. And then using that, it creates this kind of facial model, which if it's already been programmed in, it can look up a database and say, that is that person. Now I know who's walking through. That's how facial technology works. That's it. Now, machine learning, where you're using AI facial recognition, is you keep pushing faces to it. You keep showing faces. And what it does is it learns what a face is. It doesn't learn how old the face is because there's nothing for you to program into it. And there are people in like if Tom Cruise was walking down, how old would you say he was based on AI? 25, 40? Paul Rudd, he would throw the system off. He would say it would be like 12 or something like that. You know, Paul Rudd still looks like he's a freaking kid. So it's all BS. It's all BS. This is not using learning. It is using data that you inputted in. That is how facial recognition works. So when you go to show this, like age 36 and all that other stuff, yeah, because it's a public information, not public information. It is data that you inputted in on that person based off of it. You have to know that knowledge before. It cannot guess. This is not guessing the people's ages and stuff like that. And that's how it works. That's it. Nothing else. It's not showing that these people are sad.
If it might be able to detect it.
Now, it might come later. We might work towards that. But, you know, I think the AI is going to be more like an autistic person and not understand what faces mean. It's just going to see a face.
Entities or presences that are invisible to the naked eye.
And they're not.
The unsettling combination
Because
of the
it's
door
using your
opening
camera
all on its
feed.
own and the bizarre identification by the software has left many viewers both fascinated and creeped out. Could it be possible that this technology is picking up on something paranormal?
No, he put it in
Or
later
is
in
it just
post.
a series of coincidental glitches?
And the funny thing is that you can actually do that in DaVinci Resolve really easily. There's a thing called face tracking. You can put a square on it. Actually, I think that's exactly what he did. I think this is done in DaVinci Resolve. You can just put they're called power windows. You put a power window over it and you make it red. And then you can put a solid object on it and then it does face tracking. And then, so he just, here, let's see how it moves when it comes in the room. Yeah, see, it's just a solid square. His is moving all over the place. See, like, look how his moves, see? Yours doesn't.
Coming up in our
Yours just
last
appears.
segment,
It's just
in
a square.
few seconds, we take a look at a disturbing photo captured inside of a Spanish town hall. But before we do, remember to
We'll move on past that.
in the Spanish
Haunted
town
Town
of Vegas
Hall.
del Canil captured an eerie image of what appears to be a young girl in the hallway of the local town hall. The official, working late, felt a sudden drop in temperature in his office. Upon
Turn on the
hearing
heater.
a rustling sound from the hallway, he took a photo with his phone, fearing there might be intruders in the building. At first glance, the hallway appeared completely empty. However, when reviewing the photos later, he noticed the figure of a young girl peering back at him. After sharing the image with colleagues, several recounted similar strange occurrences while working in the building. Despite calls to hire a priest or ghost hunters to investigate, the mayor remains skeptical, prioritising practical concerns over paranormal investigations. So what do you think this is? Love to hear your theories on this one in the comments down below.
Yeah. So, it's fake. that's my theory. Same issue as before. Everything's pixelated around it. That could be literally anything down there. So, take a picture after. Turn on the lights. I don't understand why everybody has to take photos of ghosts in the dark. We have no understanding of anything in this room. Could there be someone set up a doll in the middle of this hallway and that's it? I bet if I looked at this long enough too, I'd finally realize what it is. Like it's something else down there that's pretty obvious to see. But yeah, it's meaningless. But what gets me, and this what gets me every time, and I think it's, I'm trying to remember his name, and I'm bad with names, and I apologize for anybody that I forget their name. But there's a guy that I love. He's a debunking guy. I think it's Tom Wolf or something like that. He's great, and one of the things that he looks at, which is what I love, is psychological like incorrectness. So what would you do in a situation that would be different from what occurs in these instances? So if you felt the temperature drop in your office, the first thing you think of is ghosts? Or do you go, I need to turn the heater on? Or do I say, do I need to turn the heater on? Because that would be my first thought. I'm cold. I want to turn the heater on. I don't think I'm cold, ghosts. Because that's crazy. Second is, I hear rustling sounds. I think there's an intruder. So I'm going to take a picture down a hallway instead of calling the cops or turning the lights on to see. Anybody? So, again, could it be a ghost? Sure, it could, but your way you're behaving doesn't logically make sense at the time. Now, you took a picture down this hallway. Did you take other pictures? 3 or 4 pictures? If you think something's down there, something's wrestling. Did you investigate afterwards? What was down there? Like, so many questions that I have. Nope. One photo because you're cold and you heard a rustling sound. Oh my God. And actually, if I heard a rustling sound, the first thing I would think of is that it's this guy right here. Because he likes to get into stuff in the middle of the night. Okay. Well, that was it. They're gonna get better ones. Come on, man. Like, honestly, I'm actually really curious what's gonna happen with AI generation in these videos. Like, it's gonna get to the point where things are gonna look so impossibly good that nobody's gonna believe it. And I think what's going to occur is that someone's gonna catch like a real ghost. Just say one exists, but someone's gonna capture a real ghost and nobody's gonna believe it because we have such good AI generative models for pictures and videos that we're gonna get to the point that nobody's actually gonna believe reality because we can't believe anything that comes out anymore. So I'll keep this up. I like this. I think we can. I mean, there's so much content out there, guys. But hey, if you guys find something, send it my way. Send me some links because And actually, the funnier the better, please. I need to laugh about these because if not, my brain is gonna just drain out of the side of my head. And always like, subscribe, comment. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And you guys have a great day.